Okay guys, this is part 2 of the practice video. We are building a PC tower. We do not know how the end product will look like. For that reason I call this video a practice video. This is not a tutorial. So keep that in mind. You can also watch part 2. This is part 2. You can watch part 1 and see everything I did if you want. Good, anyways, let's get started. Yeah, it's technically like 10 minutes later. Let's make another hour max, I hope, because the sun is shining. It's a beautiful weather. I want to go a little bit on the balcony. You see the mouse? Yeah. Okie dokie. Well, then let's continue. So here's where we left off. A little disk, and I had a little idea. Later on we can actually, I'm going to show you this. If we want to get crazy on details, what we could do is basically this one here. Select it, we separate this guy here. And now this is another object, and we can now, not like that. We need to change. I also, have a backup. Before I do that, hold on. We're gonna do this, but I just want to have a backup in terms so that I don't have to load the file if I screw up something. Okay, so what we could do later on, if we want to get crazy on stuff, is something like that. Mesh, separate by selection, then changing. We have to get the what's it called? There's always this little thing, I don't remember the name of it. Anyway, you will see it in a second. Snap, cursor, exactly, the cursor to selection. So the cursor is here, which is very helpful. And now when we, this is our object, we say right click and we say, where is it? Where is it? Ah, in the object mode probably. So second object, right click and say snap, and we say selection, no nonsense, we say set origin to 3D cursor. That was not how I thought it would work. Anyway, we did a half job, so now when we rotate this thing here, you can see it does a good job. However, how could we do this better? Maybe we have to, let's experiment. Set to white. Let's say snap cursor to selection, and then we're gonna get rid of this again. So now we say set origin to 3D cursor. It kind of worked. Okay, then the case is clear. We have to use this one, I believe. Set origin, because we were using a mirror modifier. If you watch part 1, you know probably why, maybe, you know. If not, don't worry. I also do not know. I experiment. I try to figure this out. Selection to cursor to selection. Here we go. What is that? Ah, this is just the point of the origin. Okay. Now this one, right click, set origin to geometry? No, nonsense. Origin to 3D cursor. Haha! Ha 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 ha. Look at me. Da 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 da. See? This is our, this could be our disk. It goes up. No, it goes, it opens. The disk is coming out. And just see here. This cannot come out because this is a weird disk. A floppy disk maybe. Okay, so you see, it opens up, not like that. Which one is it? Ta-da! This is coming out. This is coming out, not aus. This is aus is a German word, and the funny part, it's not even the real thing. It's even, I said it wrong in the German language. It would be raus, not aus. Aus means off. Completely nonsense. I invent my own language. I did it. Finally. Yeah, this is not a problem. We could actually close those guys, which I think this one here is the right one. Is it? Yeah. So now we can, even if we want to rotate this, it only goes in, it opens here and there because we clocked, we saved, we locked the other things. Can be helpful. I almost never use that. It's not necessary. Hey, we can just leave it like that, right? But I think it might be easier to do it later on. And maybe the origin point should be down. Let's see. Hold on a second. We have a little bit of glitchiness going on in here. Let's figure out what's going on there. Ah, yeah, this one here. Well, no problem. Solved. So it fits very well. You can actually, again, watch the end of the last part. Then you see how we did this thing here, and you will see it fits pretty good into the system. So that's totally fine. We're gonna say this one. We're gonna select this guy here and that one, and we say Control P, and we say object keep transforming. So when we move this around, it's always gonna follow. This is always gonna follow the disk case, and the disk case is not connected. So we in the disk case we connect to the tower, selecting the disk here, the disk, and then the tower. Control P. It's like, you know, we're gonna stick everything together, making it stick. That's what it is. I mean, this option here, just object keeps transform, doesn't mean anything to me. When I started Blender, when I learned Blender at first, and I still do, keep saying that, this is not telling me anything. But if somebody tells me this is just sticking, you can just make stuff stick to the other thing, that makes sense. But it does more than stick, that's also true. But for a beginner, you don't understand by this option, by reading this option. You understand it by using it and seeing what it does. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying they should change that. It's fine. It's just that was confusing to me, and if you are confused, that's totally legit. Joe Rogan says this all the time. I like that, a podcast of him. I mean, of course, I'm not the only one, I guess. Not agreeing with everything he says, for sure not, but he's definitely entertaining. I watch a lot of stuff from religious stuff over Buddhism, and you know, I pick here and there some things up, and that's how I live my life. But I'm pretty open to almost everything. I listen to almost everything. Anyway, and Joe Rogan says a lot legit. And this is a good word, I think. Look it. Why do I do that? We don't have to change this here. No. Okay, what we're gonna need is inside a disk has to come. Right now it's blue because it's just easier to see a difference. It doesn't have to be blue at the end of the day. But because we want to see how does this look like anyway. I need to see. The problem is my cable is my microphone cable is pretty close to the thing. Anyway, let's make this later maybe. Kinda. When this opens, thing comes out here, right? The thing comes out. The thing. Something like that. And then something that. Okay, let's get rid of this again. So what we could do, maybe we started for some reason. I did not want to be so detailed, but I do not know. It's right now. It's interesting, at least a little bit. I think what we should do is putting this guy here, that guy here. getting rid of the only faces, selecting those guys. And this is obviously not how it should look. Ah, you see. Well, not a problem at all. Subdivide, and we're gonna use this, checking this position value. And today I'm not even trying to say the right things in English. It's like after I did the video tutorial for the basic fan, I got so tired of being accurate. But right now, wait a second. So if I say the wrong words, you have to kind of guess what I mean. Anyway, this one I'm gonna copy. Go. Yeah, that looks better. Select, close. Closing that. Voila. Voila. This one, that one. And this one I don't have to close, however, we need. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. We need this position as yeah, we need this one here. Let's copy this value here. We're not gonna paste it in here. Sometimes if I copy the Z value, just in this case the Z value, and I do it here too, there's still a little bit of a difference on the particular singular or on the particular individual vertex. So it means sometimes they are not completely accurate. So I'm gonna copy that manually into each individual vertex here. I'm sure then that this is the right position. So, and now we can close that. Maybe this one will be even better. Yeah, I think so. I really think so, because it gives a little bit more depth. Depth, it's an interesting word, depth. The English language. Depth. For that, we're gonna get rid of this again here. The faces. The focus I'm getting. This is kind of a. This is better, yeah. So we do not need that guy anymore. This value here, putting it into here, here, and this guy we don't need. Wait a second. Why do I say that? Oh, no, this line we don't need. This look okay. Yeah, my camera is very this is very sensitive. It has nothing to do with Blender, nothing to do with my mouse. It is a little bit a workaround to make the mouse here visible. In case you wonder why I'm so sensitive with the mouse. This is my fault. Copy. Let's do this again. Yeah. Let's do this again. Just want to make sure it's. So we can now connect those guys here. Confused? Or not confused, just. No. See? Sometimes you need to be so careful. A little bit of a little mistake and you screw up something, and later on afterwards it's really hard to determine, to figure out what the heck was going on, went wrong. So I mean, it happens all the time, so if it happens, it's not so bad. You learn something. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something. Or not. Some people don't. I also don't. Sometimes I do mistakes over and over again. That's also okay. Make mistakes, why not? make mistakes. Why not? That's what I say from now on. Back up. Back up. Here we go. So let me think for a second. How could we do that? I think I have a great idea. Let's press I for insert that. Not sure if this will work out, but we will try that anyways. Get rid of face. Good. Let's make it symmetrical. Where is my button? Sorry, not too bad. I think we have to scroll. .312. 0.312, yeah. Good. Let me just think. I'm not sure if this will work out like I think right now, but anyways. Anyway, that's the way I need it. Wait, maybe this one will over it. But it'll make sense. But now we need to we need like 312. Okay. Yeah. Then think. Can we do it right now already? Let's try it. Yeah, it could work. Okay. So what I did, this I explained. Right click, subdivide 10 times. Maybe it's some anyway. Times, and then we're gonna say, well, let me just deactivate that. That's just confusing those numbers here. And we're gonna say, okay, we subdivide the surface, the face 10 times. Now we're gonna go into mesh. Needs to be selected. We're gonna go into mesh, transform, here, right mouse button, and we have a cycle. That's good. X and dissolve faces. And now I try something. Not sure how this will look like. We have a cycle right now, right? That's what happens if we split this guy into a half. I think we should have. What the heck is that for a view? I don't like this at all. How can I change that? I like this one here. Okay, we need to split it exactly into the half, but I think this is not possible. And for that, we should have subdivided it probably differently. Shall we try that? Let's try that. Let's try that. Now we're gonna subdivide it not 10 times, but 9 times. Maybe this will help us to have like a middle point. And then we're gonna say this again. Not using the shortcut X with our faces, because you can see it better. If I would use the shortcut, you don't see that. Okay, yeah, now we have a symmetrical, now we can cut this thing in half. This. So, no. Oh, wait, I see. We're gonna select this guy here and say X on the faces. This one we're gonna combine. It helps us right now. This we don't need. It's okay. We can use it. We can work with that. So. See? Huh? Ah. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? So beautiful. Oh, symmetrical object, I love it. Not too bad, but how do we position this whole thing perfectly in the middle? Maybe it will help us this time. Let's try this one here. It doesn't help us at all. I mean, there's a way, again, I think there's a setting you can use to make this perfect. Hey, wait a second, maybe can we maybe determine where it is? Not really. I mean, it looks perfectly centered, but it's not, you know, this is not perfectly in the, yeah, this would be the middle, you know? And then it would change the whole system. It's not perfect anyway, so we can actually do that. You know, this is not a perfect cycle anyways. Let's do not be crazy. Okay. Do not get crazy. Dip. Dip. Okay, well, great. Now we're gonna connect this thing. Let me just change that. Yeah, looks good. That one here looks good. Up, 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 up. Huh? What do you guys say? Not do it. It is the best thing in the world, but I have a little problem I do have, yeah. How do we make this guy here bigger? Like this, but it changes then, right? Yes. Can we make it bigger only on those axes? And like this, and then shift and this one? Yeah, but it's not really working. Well, same principle, I guess. Yeah. Let's do it like that, whatever. Oh. Maybe it would have been probably better to make a square first next time. Make a square first in the middle, a half square, because the mirror mode it becomes symmetrical square. But I think a square is symmetrical anyways. I'm not so sure about it. And then make it to a cycle. Then we would have a better. Shall we try that? Could try that, you know. Let me just make a copy of this guy, and then we're gonna do this again, but this time a little bit differently, to see if this what I think would work better, because it would help us to create. So what I want to do is a perfect square, a half square I need right now. So we're gonna hide the rest. Make this thing here. So we need a symmetrical square. How do I do that? That's a good question. A good way. Okay, in order to become to make this thing here symmetrical, we have, okay, let's say this one has to be like let's use 1. We can change if it works like I hope it'll work. We can change this later on. We can change the size later on. Okay, this is like a 1 meter, and this is like 1 meter. So what we need to do is changing this guy here to also to 2 meters. Yeah, to 2 meters. This is important. So this area here should be 2 meters. How do I do that? Like this, exactly 2 meters. Because the mirror mode will make it symmetrical, like as you can see here. So now we have that. I'm gonna save here quickly. We can, and now the question is, I'm not sure if this will work. Let's subdivide it like 5 times, no, 4 times. Let's see, I'm just gonna do it quickly here. Work. Question now, let me try something different. This subdivide that. I never tried this, so this is gonna be new to me too. Ah, interesting. How could I do that now? Oh, okay. I think it doesn't work. Like I was hoping it would work, but I think we can still do it somehow. By subdividing it 10 times, deactivating this guy here, and well, oh, this is not working. This is unfortunately not working. On how to make this work. Right, let me undo the subdivision here. Yeah, what we're gonna do is on here, this guy we're gonna duplicate and separate that. Let's see. It's about making a very good cycle, but probably not gonna work. I'm wasting right now time, but I'm learning something, and that's also good. Separate by selection. Hiding this guy, so we have now this guy here, and we apply the mirror modifier here. Apply, oh wait, the object mode, applying it. So this we're gonna get rid of. This thing we need so filling this guy. Let's make now insert this guy with I pressed I, right click subdivide 10 times, mesh, transform, choose sphere, get rid of the face, dissolve faces. So this guy is now perfectly in the center. However, I made a mistake. Let's undo this quickly. 9 times it has to be subdivided, so that it's completely, that we have a vertex exactly on the X position. It's gonna be like symmetrical. I don't hate like. That's weird. Anyways, doesn't matter. It's gonna be okay. You have to trust me. But like that, got confused. Hold on, let me just see. Yeah, okay, good. It doesn't look like symmetrical, but this is our viewpoint is messed up. Is messed up right now. But don't worry, everything is fine. Okay, we have to subdivide that 9 times. So that this line is perfectly matching the X, which is doing it. It doesn't look like that, but we are perfectly centered. Now, mesh, transform to sphere, right, dissolve faces. So this one is now perfectly aligned. So we can actually, yeah, we leave it like that. We're gonna just, this guy here, are gonna, this one here, and this one has to be subdivided too. This is going to be mirrored later on. So now we're gonna get rid of the faces here. Oh no, only faces. Tick, tick, okay. Zack is a German thing. Means, what does it mean? I don't know. Just a German thing. Maybe there's an English equal thing too. What have I done right now? Oh, yeah. Dissolve only faces, yeah. Good. Now we can get rid of this guy here. And I'm gonna fill in those guys. Here we go. Get rid of the face. Something is off here. Yeah. And this. And it looks complicated. You can do this in different ways. Use your own, save here, your own favorite. You know, you don't have to do it in this weird way like I did right now. It's really not that, really not necessary. Okay, so this guy here. Now we can get rid of this one here. So we have this is our second object. So what we did is basically what we're gonna do now is how can I show you this? So this guy we created, we cut it in half. What we just did, and now we're gonna select this guy and select the disk, and we say join, Control J, I believe. Now it should be included. So now we have a perfectly symmetrical, not perfectly, but a better cycle. However, we have the same problem, we cannot make it bigger. I should have done this earlier, I guess. But the principle works, that's the good thing. We don't have to do it perfectly, but we know how to make it better. So another problem you can see here, this is a little bit thicker. So we have doubles, selecting all, M, remove by distance, and we removed 4 doubles. Doubles are like sometimes when you join stuff together by pressing Control and J for join, you have 2 vertices or maybe more even on the same position, and that's just causing glitches. So you don't want to have that, so you want to get rid of this stuff. Another thing I just saw, this one we don't need. And we just got rid of this thing. So could we make this bigger? No, we cannot. Can we make it like that? Yeah. It wasn't a bad idea. The only problem is we need to do it better. Let's do it one more time. Why not? Why not? It was a hassle to do that thing here, actually. But look at that. Isn't that not nice here? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's do this again. This is practice. This is what it looks like when you practice a lot. Yes, good. Not really. Don't have to be that hard. Good. Let's make this thing just bigger. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. So this was how much is it? 1 meter. Let's make this 2 meters. This doesn't work. Okay, then let's make this 2 meters like this. Does this influence other things? Let me just get rid of the top here. Oh, it's fine. Okay, let's make this 2 meter. Maybe 2 meter 5. Yeah, let's make it like that. 2 meter 2.5. 2.5. What is the half of 2.5? Half of 2.5. 2.6 maybe, huh? I hope this will work. It'll work. 2.6. So that means this one has to be 2.6. 5.2. Okay. And this one has to be 5.2. I feel like I'm screwing up something, but I believe I'm on the right track, so I'm gonna just, okay. Is this, did I just made a thinking mistake? I think so. Yes, for sure I made a mistake. Yeah, forget about what I just did. That was completely nonsense. But we can just align this here, making it like, okay, you know what? Make this 4. Yeah, we're gonna make this one here 4 meter. And this one has to be, this one has to be 2 then, yeah. Ah, I know why I wanted to make it bigger, because we're gonna make a it will become even a little bit smaller when we squeeze it down. So that's the reason I wanted to have it bigger. How do I do that? What could we do? Can we make 4 meters? Hey. Man. Dude, make 4. Incredible how it jumps. It does everything, it just doesn't go to 4. Go to 4. I want 4. I know, I said it already. If you know how to, here we go. And there are more meg. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I did it. So 4, right? 4 and 2. Yeah, it looks okay. Good. Okay, we can work with that. So what we have to do is closing this guy again. We need a separate object. This is what we're gonna need. Yeah. Separate mesh, separate by selection. Voila. This we can now hide. We can hide 2. Saving in between, and now we are going to apply mirror modifier in the object mode. I'm getting rid of this guy here. Rid of those guys. Filling this in, making it smaller. Now this doesn't have to be like perfect. So we're gonna just subdivide it 9 times. Transform here. Here we go. Right click, dissolve faces, and now we have to subdivide this guys here. We can make it already. We can connect it already, and then we can delete the faces. I think that's easier, a little bit easier. Dissolve faces, only faces. Yeah, that makes sense. And now we're gonna go into the top view. Is this the right? It doesn't really matter. We're gonna use the mirror modifier anyways. Let me just check it quickly. Yeah, looks good. Saving in here. Then some view. Filling. Hey, see, I already did this a little bit faster, so we already improved a little bit together. So, do it in this way because I like it. Okay, great, looks awesome. So again, same thing, same principle. First, we're gonna hide this guy because it's irritating. We are going to let me just check this here. Just this guy aside, there should be. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So first of all, we're gonna. No, we don't delete that. We don't need to delete that. I just wanted to see if there's another face, but no, it's not good. That's good. So we can just bring this guy here back. And now we can. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna join those both objects back together. So this is our object. And now I'm holding down Shift left mouse button, selecting the little object we selected first, and the outer case of the disk secondly, and now we press Control and join. Now they are one object back. They are one object again. only what we have to do is selecting everything, then pressing M, then merge by distance, and we removed 4 doubles, so there was no double here, that's good. And now we have a bigger thing. It's better. It's still a little bit small. It's still a little bit small. Guys, I cannot make it bigger. I cannot make it bigger. I should have done it in a better way. I forgot about that. Now when I, let's see how many things I can undo. See. Oh yeah. Yeah. So before I did that, you know what, I have a good idea. We should have done it earlier, but I think we can still do it in a weird way. But this is not the way you should go. You should do it actually a little bit earlier. Determine the size of the ring. You should make bigger before cutting. Anyway, it's not a tutorial. Again, it's a practice video, but you know that already, right? Oh, yeah, sure. And then we're gonna fix this here right now in this weird way. So applying this guy, an easier way to make it bigger, symmetrical, and keep the symmetrics. So okay, let's do that again. So here we go. Yeah, let's do that. I hope I did not make a thinking mistake. This happens very easily. Selecting this guy, control join. So what do we have now? Doubles for sure. Move doubles M, a distance 4 doubles. Okay, good. And yeah, so now we have finally our, yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Okay, let's make a copy of this nice little guy here. I think they don't even, I can delete those guys because I'm happy with this one here. Oh, usually I don't delete that, but well, maybe I do now. Same problem. I need this one and that one. So we're gonna duplicate or not copy. Good. Great, saving. So we have now this one. We need another one for the laser. For the laser, can I do that here like this one? Same thing. So if you want, I mean, you know, it's a practice video. Keep saying that, but it's really well like that. If you, I just realized if we want to do a laser in the middle, another perfect cycle in the middle, we should have done this earlier. It's that simple. It would have been easier that way. However, we could also just you know, make the same thing again. We can just do, either we're gonna just apply, I mean we can do this later too. If you apply the whole box later on, we say applying this guy, then I'm getting rid of this guy here. You see, now we have the perfectly symmetrical stuff here. So this is one way to go. But for now, we're gonna, do we leave it like that? Do we leave it like that? Or let's make another object here. Let's like create by selection. And mirror, apply the mirror modifier, but not in this thing, only here. Getting rid of this guy here. Oh, see, it's not perfect even. We should not get rid of this guy. I see. Only, can we not make this only? Oh, let's do it like that. Okay. So it's not a perfect cycle, right? Ah, but it's okay. So let's do this one here. Then, we have another one. But it's actually a lot too detailed, to be honest, if I think of that. a little bit crazy. And it's not symmetrical, you see that, right? Let me just try something different. We have this guy here. Let's get rid of the faces. Let's get us a better cycle. Where is my cycle? Here's my cycle. Is this symmetrical? No. Right, not the problem. You think it's a problem, but solvable. Let's get do something, a little trick in here. Connecting those guys, duplicating it, and then can we merge them, collapse them? Yeah, so now we have we have a lot of points here. By distance, we collapse them. There's a perfect centered vertex, and we say right click, and we say right click, and we say, is there no snap? There must be a snap somewhere. Split. And now here's where's snap verticals. Let's try this one. We need a snap menu, so we don't get it obviously, honestly, or do we? Oh no, snap cursor to selected. So this cursor is also a thing which is right there at the beginning, and it always confused me. It was always weird. This is a thing which becomes important later on. It's not that important at first, only when you want to be super accurate. For some reason I would like to do that. I do not know what's wrong with me, what happened to me. Anyway, so we have now this thing. When we now get a new cycle or circle, we have it perfectly centered. So we could basically replace the other one, but we don't. And this is not what I'm aiming for. What I do aim for is get rid of this again. Is getting a new cycle, but not so detailed. What is geteilt in the English language? Coffee holder. Yeah, divided 4 times. Nope, that's 2 less. Okay, 16. Yeah, that's okay. Let's use that. 16. Again, I don't want to be so detailed based with stuff. We probably are not even gonna see that thing anyways. So, well, let's connect those guys. The other stuff here. One, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah. Huh? A little bit tricky, I see. I see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, almost. And not even sure what I'm doing. If that, like so often, is it necessary? What the hell do I know? Maybe this, maybe that. Yeah, let's just connect that. Man. That's okay, like this. Do we need that actually? Anyways, pretty necessary. I'm not even. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue in this weird way. And get rid of some of those after we close the thing. I don't really know why I cannot really explain why I'm doing this. I think I have a reason for that, but I cannot explain the reason right now, so you have to just bear with me for this little thing here. Of edges, no, just yep. Absolutely. Yes, you know what? Let me do this a little bit differently. It phases. So only gonna use only phases. We're gonna use like those things, the cross-like thing. I think that makes sense. Oops. This will help. Yeah. This is kind of tedious, but at the same time, it's a little bit fun, a little bit of satisfaction coming with that in a weird way. So it's not too bad. Okay, I spent so much time with that I forgot what the heck I was doing. Is this one object? We have doubles, I think. No, we don't. Just looks weird. Weird. Irritates me. We don't need that here, maybe. Interesting. Okay, it's gone. It's gone. So we have a nice cycle in the middle. This is why I did this. We don't have to do this again. What I just did is not necessary in this weird way. Especially because this is not a really nice cycle. It's not that detailed, but it's symmetrical. Probably better than the other outer one. So yeah, I just did it. So let's see, hiding this guy. Yeah. So my language is undo stuff, yeah, like here. Okay, well, looks okay, I would say. Now we can continue work. I mean, this is so stupid. I didn't want to do that anyway, so why the hell am I doing this? I wanted to do the outer case for my little animation. Now I'm doing the disk here. Let's see. Okay. Nope. Huh? What do you say? Dude, that's completely crazy. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Does this... That's dumb. You could never fit a disk in this thing. What the heck? I don't even know what I'm doing. No, of course it doesn't work. You're right. You're right. You're completely right. If you said what? No, it's okay. You know, this thing has to be somewhere here, I guess. Yeah. The laser, you know, a laser guy. That was super dumb, but it's funny too. Dumb things often very funny. Actually, what a fail. Let me just get rid of the face here. But divide it twice. We need the right there. You are so beautiful. Me, can't you see? I do this to have a symmetrical thing again, so we can, I don't know, do something with that. Okay, hiding it, hiding the rest, cut here. This is a symmetrical object, so Yeah, I want to have a little bit of a round thing. Not this method is going to be used a lot, but I personally, I think I like this so much, this option here. We need to subdivide it first. Let's say 6 times. No, let's say 4 times. Here we go. That's basis. So we have it like 2 times here, you know. Later on we get rid of the other thing we have now. We're gonna get like 2 lasers. A little bit nonsense, but whatever. Oh, what I get it? No, this is nonsense. That here gives us a little bit a laser, you know. It's gonna be a little bit rounder, natural way. And select that like that. Okay. Yeah, so we have a super, oh, look at that thing. What the heck is that? Oh, just an optical illusion. I know the last time I've seen a disk from the inside, it's a long time ago, so I'm sure I'm screwing up something. If I would have a disk here right now, I could do a better job. I could also just Google something, but no, it's, you know, just a little bit of a test anyways. I mean, the mirror mode is right now. Later on, we're gonna get rid of the whole thing when we apply the mirror mode. Right now, we have to just accept that there's this thing here too, which we do not need. But, you know, let's see. So when we open our little disk here, that, ta-da! What the heck is that? This is laser disk. It's a double laser disk. It reads the disk twice as fast, so you can only to wait 20 seconds until your DVD starts. Oh, that's crazy, man. So, okay. Well, good enough for now. Let's make a combine everything. Here we have to stick it. Control P, keep transform. So, you know, very important. And right, this guy here. This is a good way to be sure to select everything. We're gonna make a backup. We're gonna make a backup. We're gonna do so. This one. Okay, well, so much time for detail we're not gonna find anyways, but maybe later, you know. Let's say you have a disk. Okay, we're gonna use that. I said I'm never gonna use this, but I'm being so hypocrite right now. Yeah, unless unwanted. It just happens, you know. I do not know what I need, what I want. That's the reason for. Don't blame me. Blame yourself. Always first. Or you blame other people. So this goes on. This opens, and then our disk could not come out. There is also no way that the disk could come in. No problem. This is an easy step. Luckily, not everything has to be super complicated. What do you say now? Now you think, oh, look at you. Yes, look at me. Look at me. Hee. Look at me. Hee. Yeah, it's not my fault that you found the only crazy German. Oh no, Germans are crazy too. Everybody's crazy. I think, you know, doesn't matter where you live. You have crazy and dumb people everywhere. And dumb people, somebody who's dumb is not necessarily uneducated. It's just if you make bad decisions. If you hurt other people, that's always dumb. It's always a dumb acting. I do this too. If I hurt somebody just because I have a bad day, that's a dumb acting. It's in this moment I'm becoming instantly dumb. Because I'm not understand that principle of niceness, of hurting somebody is just it's just a dumb act. And if you learn from your stupidity, that's good. A lot of people do not learn, and in every country you have idiots. A lot. Idiots and dumb people are who hurt other people and who do not realize that, who do not see that. I think you can change, you can become smart about that by just simply realizing that. Forgive yourself and do better. Best way. Yeah. I kind of like this, but I hope, you know, when I do videos like this, I don't really want them. I mean, I want the people to see my videos, but I like to create the creative stuff better. I do not want to become a guy who always does the accurate stuff here. This one has to become. Oh, not too bad, huh? Let's change the optic of this little guy here. It's already a little bit better. We have another problem in here. I believe we can easily fix that. So this one we need to deselect. This one we can select. This should become. I want to make those certain things I would like to make smooth. Also, I mean, this is not this laser guy here. It's not really a very how do I say that? Control B. No, I want to influence that. Let's make a better version. Why not? I'm gonna go soon. This is like too long recorded. For some reason we stick with this video a long time. It's okay, but we're not gonna finish our tower today or maybe later. I mean, there will be a third part. Edges. Man, what the heck am I doing here? Edges, right? No. Why is this not working? Oh, great. And let's use that. Okay. I think it should look like okay, let's do this one more time. This here. Always surprises me. Good, this is smooth. And now we can. Oh no, I forgot. Oh no. Oh wait. This time we can. Yeah, we can use that. Great. Great. So now we can make this here a little bit better. I hope so. Probably. Oh, this is this thing is super big, actually. Make this a little bit, I don't know. the heck is happening here? Why is that? Oh, I see. Oh, that's okay. Well, it looks weird. Let me just get rid of that. I want to see. Yeah. That's okay. We could do it better. That's the point. We could do better, but let's leave it like that for now. Again, this thing should not be there. It's the mirror mode, so don't forget that, please. Please do not forget that. It's gonna be... Do you want to have that? A disk, guys? Okay, let's make a disk. We are going to just copy this guy. Yeah, because that is easy. That's the easiest part. Only faces. No, nonsense. Only nonsense, that's what it is. Hey, shall we just use, if we do... Oh no, it's okay, this is a good enough disk. Although, we could actually make a better... Oh, it's fine, it's fine, let's not overdo it. Let's not overdo it. I thought making, adding... Why can I not do undo this? That is weird. Plus, minus works, but as soon as I grabbed everything, it doesn't work anymore. Oh, that's probably a reason for... Okay, so here we go. This is... Oh no. No. We need actually... Yes, we do need that. This guy we need, yeah. Okay. Let's dissolve faces. Yeah. This guy we need for... we're gonna need that soon. Just wait a second. So this is right now this guy here. Let's see if this is still 0.45. Yeah, looks good. Sometimes it doesn't. I mentioned this before. In this case it does. So this will... Well, I would like to get rid of that. Right? Yes. How do I do that now? Dissolve only faces. Yeah. Maybe, you know what? Why do I do that like in this complicated way? Let's just... This is just a disk. It's gonna be okay. It doesn't have to be too perfect. Extrude along the normals. Oh, this is complete nonsense. Extrude S for scale. My mouse always goes to the right monitor, the right screen. Stop it. So. Ah, you see, it's not gonna be super... Okay, let's undo this. It's not gonna be super round. Yeah, well, then can we do that? Oh, we can do that. Yeah, interesting. Ah, crap, okay. Well, we have to do it in this weird way. Fine, why not? Let's do it. This. That. I think that's okay, we can already connect those stuff. Yes, same thing on this side. Here we go. Now we can get rid of the face and we have a nice little disk. Blue like. Here. And I think we need that. Yes, it's okay. Yeah, okay, here's our disk, guys. Oh, no, obviously. Now in this case we could actually use a modifier, so we can change this all the time later on. Let's use a Solidify Modifier. Let's use a Solidify Modifier for the disk. A 0.05. Good. Yeah. Could we actually do that? What, it irritates me right now. Irritate doesn't mean I'm angry. In the German, es irritiert mich is in the German language, and that just means you are confused. We don't use it for being necessary. We don't use it for being upset about something. It just means we are confused. I believe so, at least. You know, sometimes even their own language is not. You think you know it, and you realize no, it's not like that actually. Okay, we can make this one here. Yeah. Yeah, this solve only faces. Yes. What the heck? Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Again, all the shortcuts I demonstrated in the video tutorial I made. Basic fan. You can see every shortcut basically I use for this stuff here. Good. I did this for a little, actually for only that we can change this here a little bit. If you have later a texture, you don't even have to have those vertices because they are, you know, performance. And if you replace this, if you just use a texture, it would probably have the same effect, you know. But anyways, it's okay. So, good. Oops. Ta-da! See, it fits even perfectly into our little thing here. So the disk comes. This is a really tiny disk. I just realized. Ah, that's gonna be it. This is a tiny disk, so whatever. Ah, no, probably when we. How does this work usually? Well, again, I don't have a reference right now. This thing I don't want to open because it's the cable for. Again, I had a problem. I think 2 years ago, or maybe 1 year ago, with my with my microphone. It's like the big microphone, you know, with a stand and such. It's completely overdone. I'm not sure if I would do this again. And it caused some problems, and the reason for that was the cable was probably broken. So I use a shorter cable, and now it's anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Long story short, I'm not gonna do this thing here. So we have like a disk. It's not, you know, the proportions, well, whatever. That's what it is. I believe to change that, to make this bigger, we need this thing to make it bigger too. You know, here again, that's why we need actually to practice, to understand it. Stuff like this happens, even if you do something good and nice, you know. If you haven't done it before, you make a mistake, but that's okay. It's not too bad. It's a small disk, then I can live with that. Let's see what else could we do with this one. We can give a subdivision, solidify modifiers, right? In the minus thing, and now that. Oops, nothing. Want to see something fun? Let's use shape keys. Shape key. How does it work again? Shape key plus shape key. go into edit mode plus. I'm not going to explain this. It's a little bit weird. I also have to figure this out again. Another one, 2. We need to, the shape keys. We can only apply shape keys by pressing the plus button in the object menu, the object thing. So the base shape of our lid maybe is right now in this position. When we go into the edit mode, we can change the position of this guy. Let's say we're gonna change this here to where is my okay. Oh, there is not. Sure, I'm there. Okay, we're gonna change the angle. Yeah. It doesn't work that way. Oh well, we can do that still. We can change the rotation here in the edit mode. In the edit mode, and then we have to before I do that, I would like to save. Good. So I think, yeah, that's it. I'm going to show you this, and that's the end of the part. I just want to show you what you could do with the shape keys. So we have to align this very well. We have to make it better, actually. If you want to use it like that, you have to adjust it very, very well so that it fits very good into that. Okay, let's see. Does this work? Right now, it's just, this is the basic. I hope it works. See? So what it is basically, you can now use the shape as an animation, a shape key. So you can say when we play the animation, and we say like yeah, we're gonna make a new keyframe for the value for the shape key. I mean, this is the basic. This is what we're gonna change the value here. So right now we're gonna press I. We have here a key. We should have here a key. Do not have a key. That's weird. Probably we see this somewhere else. Maybe in the other thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We have here at 0 the value 0. I'm gonna go into this and we say here full 1%. Okay, we have now 2 keys. We don't see them here. Maybe we see that in the graph editor. Shall we check this out quickly? Do we see that in here? This is a classic. Sometimes when you get crazy and you don't see the vertices, the keyframes here, the reason for that is either you are not in the window, so you got lost. You can press position 1 while the mouse is here. Position 1, you're back home. And in my case, I simply did not select this guy. So if it's not selected, you cannot see it here. Happens to me, it still happens, as you saw. Anyway, so what we just did is basically when we play the animation, just playing it, you can see the shape key opens. Not perfectly, this is a weird way, but this is what the shape key can do. We could do the same thing without the shape keys, just rotating the one thing. But that's the principle of shape keys. I'm not gonna save it here because we did it actually. Yes, okay, people of the internet. I'm gonna go now. Third part, there will be for sure a third part because we're not done with the thing. We're gonna put here a button or something. I think this is how we're gonna present this in the thumbnail. Maybe a little bit nicer, I have to. Don't be upset. Or be upset, whatever. Thanks for watching. Until part 3. Bye bye.